is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Truman Capote. Be fruitful and multiply. Quotable notables. Odd words. Country cookbooks. And official state things. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection. Capote was born Truman Streckfus Persons, September 30th, 1924, in this southern U.S. city. Yes, Player 1? That is correct. Player 1, she's the lead character in Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right.
Yeah!
Player 1, he won an Oscar for playing Truman in Capote. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Select again. Capote invites the world's greatest detectives to his house for a contest in this 1976 film spoof. Yes, Player 1? You got it. You again, Player 1. Capote gained fame with this otherworldly 1948 novel about a teenager in a crumbling southern mansion. It's Player 1. That's correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Multiply 5 times 5 times 5 to get this. Player 2. Right. Where do we begin, Player 2? It's 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. Okay, Player 1. That's correct. Where do we begin, Player 1? It's -10 times 6 times -9. It's Player 1. Right. Player 1, 17 times 2 times 6 equals this. Okay, Player 2. Hey, you're right. Okay, let's get back. 33 times 33 equals this. Player 1?
Yeah!
Yes. Player 1, you start. The world will note that the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, a military base. Okay, Player 3. That's correct. Player 3. Traitors are not gentlemen, my good friends. They don't understand being treated like gentlemen. Okay, Player 1. Right you are. Where do we begin? 1976 will not be a year of politics as usual. Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. I shall not seek, and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president. Player 3? Right. Player 3? What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's correct. Player 2, you start us off. Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. It's Player 1. That is correct. Where do we begin, Player 1? The name of this light, crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar. Yes, Player 2. Yes. Player 2. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. It's Player 2. You got it. Player 2. Too much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer, one of these. Yes, Player 1? Yep. Player 1? It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. What'll it be? All right, here's your clue. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. You again, Player 1. Fit for a King is full of his favorite recipes, including the chicken served at his wedding to Priscilla. Okay, Player 2. Good. Okay, let's get back. The Little House Cookbook features frontier foods from this woman's classic stories. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right you are. Player 3. This daughter of Maybelle Carter honored her mom by writing Mother Maybelle's Cookbook. Okay, Player 3. Correct. Player 3. You'll find Goober's banana pudding in this Mayberry Auntie's book of delightful desserts. Okay, Player 2. You got it. Player 2, you start. There's a recipe for butcher holler possum in Your Cooking It Country by this country music queen. It's Player 3. Yep. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3. It reigns as West Virginia's official state butterfly. Yes, Player 3. Yep. Player 3. When Virginia got a state one of these animals, the governor's office released a poem that mentioned Adam West. Player 2. Right. Player 2. Sounds scary, but Colorado's official state fish is the greenback cutthroat type of this. Player 2. Correct. We return to you. The syringa, also known as the mock orange, is Idaho's official state this. Let's hear it, player 3.
Yeah!
Here's the $1,000 clue for you. Appropriately, the official state cantata of Connecticut has this spicy name. It's player 2. Yes. Player 3 is in third place and will select first in the Double Jeopardy round, as we always do, right after this break. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Baseball franchise shifts. Adventures in the air. The meaning of the prefix. Botany. Nasal passages. And Asian bodies of water. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we continue. In 1958, the Dodgers and this team moved west to California. Yes, player 1? Right. Player 1, make a selection, please. The Braves spent 82 seasons in Boston and more than 40 in Atlanta, with a 13-season stop in this city. It's player 2. Yes. Player 2. Excellent. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch up a bit. So, what's your wager? Answer? In 1955, the Philadelphia Athletics moved to this city, where they remained for 13 seasons. Yes. After the 1960 season, the Washington Senators left the capital and headed west to this town. It's player 1. Good. Player 1. In 1972, the new Washington Senators moved west and became this team. Player 1. You got it. You get to pick again, player 1. Hitting a speed of about 800 miles per hour, Chuck Yeager broke this barrier in October of 1947. Player 1. Right. Player 1. In 1907, Paul Cornu became the first man to fly freely in one of these horizontally rotored aircraft. Okay, player 3. That is correct. Where do we begin? August 1983 saw the first night launch of this reusable U.S. orbital vehicle. Yes, player 3. Right. Player 3, back. Taking 16 hours in 1919, British aviators Alcock and Brown became the first to cross this large body of water non-stop. It's player 1. Good. Player 1, where do we start? In 1909, Louis Blériot became the first person to fly in a plane over this, between Great Britain and France. Okay, player 3. That's it. Player 3. You're in command of the board. Hemi. Player 2. That's correct. Player 2. Di, as in dicephalus. Yes, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Contra. Okay, player 1. That's correct. Select again. Anti. Let's hear it, player 2. That's right. Way to go. Player 2. You start. Circum. Yes, player 3. Correct. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3. The long leaves of the milfoil plant are especially suited to absorb this gas underwater. Okay, player 1.
Yeah!
That's it. All right, let's. Parasitic fungi cause this disease of cereal grasses that forms black powdery masses. Okay, player 1. Correct. Player 1. This term, which is from the Greek for naked seed, refers to non-flowering plants such as conifers. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. Player 1. This part of a plant's pistil has chemicals in it that will cause it to reject the wrong types of pollen. Okay, player 1. Good for you. Please pick again, player 1. Answer. The other daily double. You are in first place. Player 1, please select your wager. Here is your clue. You can collect water from a plant's leaves because they lose water vapor through pores called these. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Please pick again, player 1. And there in the wood a piggywig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, in the poem about this bird and a feline. Let's hear it, player 2. That's it. Player 2. Truly that nose is the glorious cross he bears, is said of this romantic Rostand hero. Okay, player 3. Right. Okay, let's get back. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle, wrote this man in 1946, not in 1984. Let's hear it, player 3. Yes. You again, player 3. Lightly was her slender nose tip-tilted like the petal of a flower. This lord wrote in Idylls of the King. It's player 2. Yep. Okay, let's get back into this. A Pascal pensée. If the nose of this queen had been shorter, the whole face of the world would have been changed. It's player 2. That is correct. Select again. Also called the Salt Sea, It's actually a large lake between Israel and Jordan. Okay, player 2. That is correct. Select again. The Sea of Japan splashes against this peninsula that's politically divided into north and south. It's player 3.
Yes!
Okay, let's get back. Leading ports on this gulf include Abadan in Iran and Al-Basra in Iraq. Player 3. Yes. You again, player 3. This holy river of India was named for the daughter of the mountain god Himalaya. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. And the $2,000 clue? One of the world's longest rivers, it forms the border between China's Sichuan province and Tibet. Player 3? Correct. All 3 of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Italian inventors. What are you going to wager? Our Final Jeopardy clue today is, in 1910, his new invention helped Scotland Yard catch a murderer escaping to North America across the Atlantic. What did you put as your response? And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. With that correct response, you will gain... And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? This makes you our new champion, Player 1, so congratulations! So long.